Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Geopolitical Simulator 4. I'm your host, Kelvin, where I'm hoping my popularity goes up significantly at midnight. I made a couple changes to some laws.
Our boys do.
Oh, sweet, thank fuck. Okay, good news. I decided that I would nuke my salary down to the literal minimum it would allow me. I also decided to increase healthcare funding slightly, which I think is good. So I had to restart again when about 3 minutes into an episode when I discovered that there is a automatic fail if you reach 0% popularity. You just get popular uprisinged without any chance to defend it. At any rate, so that's taken care of, at least for now. Unfortunately, all these terrorist attacks are going to be the death of me. So, we're going to have to get over here and start fighting the Syrian Kurds over there. And whatever the heck is supposed to be left here, I'm not really sure. Split up just a little bit. Cover some ground since we're heading through ISIS territory. You know? Always good. Oh. Random ISIS camp. I mean, I'm not particularly even worried about ISIS anymore. They've got more fighters than they used to. Guess they did a recruitment campaign. Yeah. As if I like that Turkey's afraid that we're gonna go to war. It's amusing to me. Yeah. Try and just keep up with the troops. Alright. Yeah, you guys don't actually need to enter the city as far as I can tell. Actually, maybe you do. Yeah, you guys should probably, join in. That'd be ideal. I'm mostly worried about those armed pickup trucks, of which there are a lot. Push, push. Don't let them fucking bomb you. Okay, well, that was easy. Yeah, the AI's willingness to use rockets is always a slight concern of mine. Alright. False claim by the Total Jihad. A meeting request from Serbia? Sure. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so we got the regional parliament back. And you guys didn't get in there. That's fine. Just go. Take care of it. Be a matter of time before the city's back under our control. City's back under our control. Good. Now, there are still total jihad out here, unfortunately. We don't know where, but they do exist. So, that's something. In addition, there are 2 more cities out here. Reclamation of those would go a long way, methinks. Yeah, 19,000 Syrian friggin' Kurds. Group confirmed. Well, there's a rebel camp. Go deal with it, would you? Christ, the Kurds are ghosts. Yeah. Alright, escort them. Good stuff. Religious holiday appearance by the president, yep. Suicide truck again. Battle of Idlib. Anything I have to worry about? No. Okay. At least, well, no. I do have to worry about it because we know what kind of tactics they like to use. The just bomb the building and hope I don't respond to it. So they kill everything in the building. Kind of tactic. It's a good tactic.
Our boys.
Alright, so how's the oil wells? 75 days, okay. We're hoping for a revised budget soon. Law on the head of state salary. Aw, yeah. Alright. Okay. Balance of power is actually against us, oddly enough. That is a slight concern. But if the balance of fighting is extremely in our favor, as it appears to be, then the balance of power matters very little. Okay. So we're going to gather our forces to the main square then. Apparently we're outnumbered here. So I'm not going to take any chances. We go like a full army, building by building. Balance of fighting, that went badly for us, apparently. Yeah, we don't have enough forces to take this place. I mean, we could do the... Yeah. Yeah, you guys stand out front, actually. I mean, I don't really want to do it, but... Bomb them out. There we are. I hate doing that. I do. But if I'm down forces, then that's the easy way to do it, isn't it? All you nades. Boom. Turkish troop movements, of course. Least of my concerns, really. Alright. Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck it. I have to level half the fucking city, which is going to cost me an arm and a leg to repair later. But we did get it back. Fucking hell, 13 million. Yeah. It's a lot of damage. That's why I was like, man, I really don't want to have to do that, you know? Oh well. 14,000, yep. Slowly but surely, we managed to get rid of what remains of them. Slowly but surely. They're down to 19 tanks. That's actually... They've lost a lot of tanks, haven't they? Huh. So, let's see about wrecking them, eh? Alright. Well, I have no idea what kind of camps they've got to deal with, so... What kind of camps they have, so... Let's find out, shall we? Any troops out here? I feel like they've got to have some freaking troops. Or I just leveled the city. I don't know. It'll be one or the other. We'll probably just end up leveling the city. Arthwaff. Hold on. Just the Jihadist Caliphate again? Yeah. Random 5, freaking pickup trucks. Done. Oh, not what I wanted to click on, but yeah. Good. It's another 5 pickup trucks we don't have to deal with. Good enough for me. That said... Alright, how are we doing? I mean, like I said, I really don't want to have to use the tanks and just level all the buildings. I'm kind of actually concerned about that, you know? I could start using shells in the streets. That is indeed something. Fucking anti-tank. Can tanks not fight infantry? I feel like I'm using tanks horrifyingly incorrectly here. Like, I don't think tanks can fight infantry or something. Alright. So, hey guys, launch shells on them. Yeah. Like, let's see. Do they even take any damage? They clearly do not. Okay, so we clearly need regular infantry if we want to actually be able to seize control of the bloody city. As far as I can tell, anyway. That said, we don't actually have that many soldiers out here. Barely a damn thing. But the hope is that we can... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to give the order to retreat. No reason for us to be fighting in that, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I kind of gave the retreat order. It'd be nice if you followed that. Yeah. Get out. Did you just shoot your own forces? I mean, I'd believe it, but okay. It was not exactly what I expected you to do. Sure. Alright, well. Right now I've got like 2,000 dudes in Palmyra I can probably spare. Alright. Have to bring them up. There aren't exactly many friggin' forces left there. So. Another terrorist attack in Damascus. Alright. Number of fighters, 15,000. Yeah. And not a single city to call home. So as far as I can tell, there's nothing coming up on this province here. Turkish Kurdish Renaissance. So with no hexagons appearing on that province, that means that there are no more ISIS camps or anything. Good. Okay, that's a thing. That is another province we've secured. Like, we have ISIS camps in eastern Aleppo only at this point. Christ, what the hell is left of them? They got more tanks. Somebody is still supplying them, Saudi Arabia. We've nearly got them to the point where they just break, but not quite. The hell is things that this is? No. Was that button? Yeah. So the coalition's still pretty heavy. Apparently. Yeah, Jihad's Caliphate's Iraq. Okay. Alright. I just want... If I can get control of the last city, at least it's something. Get him in there. And apparently, since this battle is still going on... And the balance of power is apparently very even. It apparently turned out favorably for us, so... We're just gonna have to wait for the reinforcements.
What's the point in getting through the century to see...
Fuck you. Although, stagnating around 18%, yeah. Not surprised. Alright, you guys, court of law, you guys seize the military HQ. I don't think there's that much left in the city. So, yeah. The balance of power is in our favor, but that's also because we have the tanks.
Our boys
I love that some of our dudes just teleport in whenever I tell them to move. Yeah, there's some weird teleportation stuff going on. Ooh. And I just totally grabbed the window, so that probably fucked up the audio for the episode. I'm really sorry. It happens on occasion because I can't play this full screen. Alright, that's the city, yeah? Yeah, good. We're now under control of all of the cities. They're, what remains of them are just hiding in, tiny-ass little rebel camps. The Kurdish Renaissance is over, methinks. We're going to find you, and we're going to kill you. Go, my tanks. Yeah. Alright. They're recruiting a lot of extra fighters, but they're losing a lot of their tanks. Good news. Interesting. I got another 88 tanks here. I'd like to have a quick look around with. In particular, had that rebel camp up. Well, that was good. Damn straight. Yeah, we're breaking them. We know they're hidden somewhere in this region. Finding them and destroying them is what we've got to do. Nothing to report with Iraq. Yeah, that's fine. Man, ISIS is making a comeback in Iraq, aren't they?
Our boys did a good...
Good. I don't know what that was about, but whatever, it was good. And good. Concerning the origin of the attack. Yeah. Well, that's fine. The Syrian Kurdish Renaissance is closing in on its demise. Okay. Yeah. Not too concerned about it. Of course. Some more of them there. They may be trying to enter the area. They have a fucking base of operations somewhere. Finding it. Well, that turns out to be the tricky one part. You must decide if we intervene. There's a sit-in in the capital right now. Alright. Yeah. Good. They're retreating. I mean, I don't think that the Syrian Kurds have exactly much funding left. Like, I don't think there are many groups outside of the country that are giving them shit like ISIS. I mean, ISIS is probably also... I'm not sure if... Like, this ISIS is the same ISIS, right? I think it is. Hard to say. So I think that's their total everythings, including whatever the hell they get from Iraq. So what's left in Syria is obviously going to be pretty minimal. We've managed to clean the country up. Appear on television. See if we can address them. We're getting close to doom here. So modernization of medical equipment. Not too bad. Hopefully that'll do it. A little bit of funding towards medicine seems to do wonders. Let's look at the units. No longer the agent remains in the organization. More information potentially obtained. Start the espionage operation immediately? Of course. Fuck yes. Well, that's what we need. A spy. If we can start getting at least even somewhat accurate intel, Oh, yeah, they have just set up a fuckload of shit here, haven't they? You guys, plow right through them. Oof, we lost like half of them there. Yeah, they brought in more troops out here, didn't they? But they're fighters. They're running out. The Syrian Kurds are down to 173 fighters. I'm mostly worried about their armed pickup trucks more than anything. Christ. Oof. Heavy fighting. Let's withdraw here. Yeah, we need to bring in the tanks if we want to clean them out. That'd be the best thing to do. And we will. Alright, so clearly, that's not helping. So before we get game overed here. Confirm, yes. Increase funding. The Jihadist Caliphate has taken over Al-Thwas Market Square. Good, they're dead. The remains of the Jihadist Caliphate is falling apart, so. Really, that's all that was worth? I was hoping for a little more popularity. Alright, reimburse for hospital treatments and prescriptions and doctors. Have to do that again. Slight increase. It matters. There we are. An extra 30%. We're close to the victory over in the Civil War. Also, the oil wells are online. And I have a feeling that come the come the end of the quarter, our public finances issue will clear up as we start massing oil at the friggin' door. Alright. Hey, can you get out of that? Thank you. And moving on that rebel camp. Christ. No idea where anyone is. And trying to find them, well, that's something that's hard, that's for sure. Okay. So, I saw more camps up here.
We are going to violate...
No, we're not. Well, that was probably a decent chunk of them. Yeah, they blew up our tanks. I'm kind of pissed about that. But, we're getting there. 14 missile launchers. That's not going to do it, I'm afraid. 182 two-star tanks. That's going to be the club we need to put an end to this. Yeah. That right there is the club we need. Put a right old end to it. Yeah, hit some more of them. They're running out. Eventually they get small enough that they just instantly break. Which we need to reduce them to. I think they're actually about there. Now at this point, yeah, they... There we go. Good news, the Kurds have finally been subjugated. Alright, the Kurdish Renaissance is over. That leaves just the Jihadist Caliphate, or what remains of it anyway, most of it being in Iraq. Alright. That said... Military operations, integration. Is there a way to... I want to make contact to a legal organization and offer them the... offer them... standardization. I will offer the Kurds the chance to have their own political party. Because dealing with them otherwise will be trickier. Really. Yep. The end of the conflict. Okay. That leaves us alone fighting against the jihadist caliphate. So, Secret Service. We know of the following terrorists in the country. Syrian Kurdish Renaissance. Their current budget is 18 billion. 46 billion. Yeah, not exactly easy, but they are reamassing. They are reamassing. Jihadist Caliphate is almost finished, though. If we can just reclaim the last province from the Jihadist Caliphate, and put an end to them in our country, that'd be great. Well, that said, we could go over the border and make a play in Sinjar. Try and make our way to Mosul, even. I mean, this region is pretty much just under control of the Jihadist Caliphate at this point, so a play at Mosul might do it. That said, we have the tanks, that's for sure. Do we have the soldiers is another question. Oh, there's our entire fucking army. Wondering where you guys were.
We are going to violate this country's...
Oh shit. Yes, we're okay with violating Jihadist Caliphate's territory. Our goal at this point is to seize the cities out here as well. And try and take southern Ninawa. Like, it's not even... like, we need to help Iraq at this point, as it turns out.
We are going...
Yeah. Has refused. Yeah. Attack in Tardis. Who's the Muslim Brotherhood.
We are going to...
Yeah. I don't think we're actually violating their territory.
We are going to attack this country.
No, we're not attacking Iraq. Syrian Kurdish Renaissance claims responsibility. I don't know. The goal, the dream, the everything. Jihadist Caliphate is a... They got in troops behind them. No. Bad jihadists. Apparently they still have more troops in the city somewhere. They took over the court of law. Go root them out. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yep, good. Alright. Barring anything else. Yeah. So yeah, the Jihadist Caliphate down to 4,000 fighters. Like... Battle of Karak. Like, I feel the need to try and help Iraq at this point.
We are going to violate... We are going to...
No, I guess we can't take over the cities without declaring war on Iraq, which I don't really want to do right now. Which kind of sucks, but understandable. So, that means we do need to continue trying to find our Jihadist Caliphate guys, because I don't think that what remains of the Jihadist Caliphate is just in Iraq. I think this is what remains in Syria, as far as I can tell, at least. It's really hard to figure out. I think there's tanks roaming about as well. Also, it looks like it's about time for me to... Oof. Good hit. Dealt some damage. I think it's about time for me to restart the game. As you can see, the lag is starting to build.
The preparations are...
Of course. Alright. The good news, we're in control of just about all the country again. Like... Ooh. Hi, the entire enemy army. Jeez, that must have hurt. Yeah. Oof. That hurt him bad, boys. Good work. Find them. Good work.
The last bastion of...
Oh, fuck, thank you. Alright, that's the Jihadist Caliphate. We cleaned it up this episode. Good God. We're no longer in open armed conflict, everyone. And all of their remaining camps just got revealed, so. Surprise coalition bombers. Jihadist Caliphate finally scattered. Holy shit. God. Alright. I mean, we pulled it off. Fuck yeah. Okay. I mean, wow. We've won the Civil War. Let's get to infiltrating. What remains of their sympathizers are practically nothing. Yeah, they don't... That should at least reduce the amount of terrorist attacks we have. If we can gut out what remains of the terrorist organizations, then we've won, more or less. That said, on the issues of our army here, dismantlement legislation. How do we have so many troops then all of a sudden? Abolish the national service might be the thing to do. Yeah, I'm saying we're just going to abolish the national service. It's probably not a terrible idea now that the Civil War has come to an end. Yeah, public finances, though. Hopefully this doesn't earn me a game over from the military, does it? I probably should have saved before doing that. Yeesh. No, it didn't. Wow, did that really just happen? Did we really just gain control of that? Or yeah, we did, apparently. I have a feeling that shouldn't last any length of time, but might. Interesting. Either way, we're in control of it, and a bunch of other cities apparently. And a military base. Yeah, okay. Apparently we annexed the Jihad Caliphate. Psst. Yeah. Alright. Well, what remains of them is now mostly irrelevant. Another gas attack. This is out of control, man. We're trying internally. In terms of that, actually, we really need to up our fight against terrorism and agent training, I think. Like, we need... Like, yeah, this is fucking cheap as shit. 23 billion, done. Fuck it. 10s across the board on those. Speaking of... where were we? Something energy, right? Yeah. On the issue of energy. Because oil is now a thing. Okay, it hasn't actually started coming in yet. But as far as I can tell, it's not yet started coming in yet. Do we have a total embargo on any country? Nope. Okay. Alright. Yeah, total jihad, claim responsibility. They aren't an open revolt anymore, at least. They aren't an open revolt. Yeah. That said, military operations, maybe? Like, I'm still trying to figure out where the hell our 68,000 troops are coming from. Because, as far as I can tell... As far as I can tell... Well... Should consider dismantling some of these. They're not necessary. Number of conscripts 123,000. So they're just conscripts. But we don't have the reservists called up, do we? As far as I can tell. You guys head back to Aleppo, just in case. They'll probably might dismantle them once they get there. Oh well. I have no idea when the oil sector will technically be considered producing. Okay. Hopefully, it's gonna slowly get to that point. Great. Yeah, triple bomb. They keep fighting it. Fighting for them. We need to do our best. If we can do some damage to them, we might just win it. Country of origin, Saudi Arabia. Estimated number of members, none. That's good. If they have absolutely no members, then dismantling them in a heartbeat should be easy. Yeah, no one hopes. Hopefully. I just want to get some damage done. It's about time to end today's episode, though. It's been 2 episodes in length, almost. And will be soon. I can't stay in power is the problem because of all these terrorist attacks. Eventually, we just get to the auto-fail situation. Unless, of course, I can somehow mystically dismantle everything here. Law abolishing the national service. Good. So, with any luck... They're happy. Good. Yeah. We've dropped the national service. Again, there is literally a terrorist attack every week. And, oh geez. No, that's my alarm. I know. I have an emergency alarm that tells me I should be awake right now. Just in case I decide to sleep in. Okay. Inflation's going up. That's a thing. Alright. Maybe. We need to publicize a movement, perhaps. Industrial Park in the Damascus Governorate. Choose a date. Actually, as soon as possible. Go for it. Hopefully, that'll help. Visit an industrial park. No. I think that actually did damage. Oh, there we are. Yeah, it helped a little. Industry. Smiley face. For what little it's worth. It really just is not worth much. That's the problem. Trying to keep in power for any length of time these days is nigh impossible. Because look at all the fucking terror attacks. It's pretty much I have to hold on until the infiltrations are completed. And then try and dismantle them. Try and stop whatever the hell they're doing. Everyone claims responsibility for every attack. Diplomacy. Gonna say, like, can I give a reading in question to give their land back? No? Alright. Yeah. Well, trying to stay in power is apparently going to be really hard with the auto death switch at 0%. And apparently I can't give a lot of rights out, so those would be really handy to have given out right now. Okay, reduce the security service to around me. Do that. Reduce highway patrol. Okay, the drug task force doesn't need that much funding. Nor does the vice squad. Okay, screw the fight against illegal immigration. There. Try and repair the deficit just a little bit. Alright. Yeah. I'm pretty certain literally every day these days is like a terrorist attack. It's kind of hard to deal with it, considering it takes weeks to infiltrate them. The amount of damage they can do to my public popularity before I can literally even react to it, that's kind of ridiculous. All right. The army?
Hello? I'm in a hotel in city center now.
Yeah, the army. Irrevocable resignation. Yeah. And there are riots. I'm not surprised of this. Health and social security. Apply. Change the retirement age. Drop that. Go. That should do it with any luck. Keep us intact. Everyone likes it when I pass that shit. There we go. Popular uprising, yeah. Propose fresh elections. There we are. Give calls for new elections. The army is now in power. Accept. Okay. Well, that's a bug, I think, because we're still in power. Fuck. Alright. Okay. Great. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an addendum for the end of the video. So, I had to step away from the keyboard for a while, and, well, actually, no, I stepped right back to the keyboard and started doing various experiments on defeating ISIS and trying to stay in power in Syria. I've come to the unfortunate conclusion that it is simply impossible. With each terrorist attack dealing so much damage to my popularity that I'm forced to pass so many ridiculous laws that I literally run into a terrifying problem of either bankrupting myself, or, if I'm lucky, I get overthrown in a popular revolution and lose the game that way, since there is an automatic failure at 0. And I've run into this problem, and I've unfortunately found no solution for it. Unfortunately, well, we did manage to win the Civil War at the end of the last episode, and you managed to take a region off of Iraq. Go us, right? But, unfortunately, there's just nothing I can do about it. I wish there was. Unfortunately, this is going to be the end of the Syria series. I was hoping to turn it into a full series and continue after the Civil War, but it's just not possible in a country that it's that unstable. If you receive daily terrorist attacks, you will just lose. That said, I am more than willing to try a proper series in a slightly more stable country. You know? Slightly more stable. In the meantime, thank you everybody for watching this series. I've been your lovely host, Kelvin, signing off.